welcome. My name is Jocelyn. This is my channel, and today we are doing a bit of a kind of get ready with me, a little bit of a tutorial, chatting, that kind of video. I don't really have too much planned out to talk about, but I do have a few ideas floating around my head. Let's go ahead and get started. When I did my Shop My Stash for the month of May, I did have a few comments that people wanted to see either a tutorial or a get ready with me with some of the products that I chose. So I thought I would use some of those products in today's video. I have got my face primed and prepped with moisturizer and it has been cleansed. Let me pin my hair back and then we'll get started. I am actually going to be using the Dream St palette today. This is the ColourpopXKathleen Lights palette. I always start with the eyes first because I tend to make a mess with my eyeshadow and don't want to have to go back in and clean it up with foundation on my face. I am using an Urban Decay primer potion on my eyes to prime. Done. There is not a matte all over the lid shade in here for me, so I am going to use my Natural Eyes palette by Too Faced, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is the shade Day, and I'm just going to take this and put it from the crease up. I like to do this to kind of set that area a little bit and also kind of make it a little easier to blend. Perfect. All done. I want to do something a little more natural. I know that there are a lot of colors in this palette. I think I want to use the shade Moony all over the eye. It's a kind of just a champagne peachy color, and then probably the shade Magical right there in the crease, and then maybe also Potion. I believe this is Potion, and then we'll see from there what I want to do. But I do want to do something just a little bit more natural today. I've got a lot going on. I need to finish editing my video for tomorrow. I need to collect some things for a garage sale that my dad is doing next weekend. I need to go over to my dad's because we're setting up for the garage sale for next weekend, and it's already 1 o'clock. So I need to get some stuff on my face and that video edited so I can get going. Let's go ahead and start in the crease. Last night, I finally got the opportunity to go see the Avengers. Warning, no spoilers. I am not about that. In fact, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, is how angry I get when people spoil movies, especially something that big. A movie that garnered so much attention and so much hype, that is a part of such a big fandom. I saw not a ton of spoilers, but there were some people who didn't even care. Most people were very respectful, and I'm okay with people like posting their reactions to big movies. So the movie hadn't even been out for a week yet, and I was on Facebook and I was so excited. I'm a big fan of that whole universe and all of those characters, and was so stoked for this movie. And then somebody who I'm not even really friends with, I'm not sure, I've never met them in real life, I don't know who they are really or how they ended up on my friends list, but they posted a picture of all of the characters who were in the Avengers, and in front of their picture was either nothing or a red X or a question mark. And at first I couldn't figure out what it was, and so I was looking at it and I was going through the characters, and then I realized what it was. It was a listing of everybody who died in the Avengers, and I was just like, what? Defriend immediately. I'm not even kidding. I legit unfriended that person. I mean, if it would have been somebody who I would have known, I probably would have just commented on it and been like, dude, what the, take this down. But it was somebody who I didn't know. Not okay. Definitely not okay to post something like that. Fortunately, only 2 things were spoiled for me. It wasn't that big of a deal in the long run, but still, just what? How? Oh, just the level of frustration and how upset I was in that moment. It's not okay. Not okay at all. So there was that. I want to know from you, have you seen the Avengers? Please don't put any spoilers below if you have, but if you have, I would love to know how you felt about the movie. I also like that most people seem to be on the same page about the ending, so I'm very excited for part 2, which I think comes out in exactly a year. That'll be really fun to see the next installment of this whole storyline. Also, all of the trailers that previewed before the Avengers, I'm very excited about. There's so many good movies coming out. There's so many in theaters right now that I'm really excited about. Also, tickets for The Incredibles 2 just went on sale. The Incredibles 2 just went on sale, and I snatched those up real fast. I am so excited for that. If you didn't know, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in several videos at least, Alex and I are big fans of Disney and all things related, especially movies. We are both very excited, as is our roommate. We got tickets for the 4 of us. We are all going to see that the night that it comes out, so that should be very exciting. Blend, 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 blend. Speaking of Disney, also trying to plan a trip for either this fall or this winter to Disneyland again. We are waiting to see if our roommate's girlfriend is going to be able to get the time off. If she is, we're going to Disneyland in December. If she is not, we are going either in September or August. Hopefully she'll find out this week if she can get the time off yet, because I would like to get those tickets bought, the hotels booked, and so on. I'm wondering if Fix Plus would do anything for this. It's more like a, not a glittery shadow, but more of a, almost like a satin shimmer. So I don't know if Fix Plus would do anything. Let's try it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Doesn't really do much except put hard pan in the eyeshadow. What I might do, take a little bit of one of those shimmery shades, and put it on the outside. And then we'll take maybe a little bit darker of a color. Okay, I think this is gonna be good enough. So we are gonna put some eyeliner on. I'm gonna do that kind of off camera because I'm already challenged when it comes to eyeliner anyways. I use a combination of 2 eyeliners. I use the Kat Von D to carve out my wing, and then the Stila liquid waterproof eyeliner to do the rest of the wing, because it's waterproof and typically blacker than the Kat Von D. So, now can we match it on the other side? Good enough. Now let's fill the rest of the eyeliner in, shall we? All right, there we go. That is gonna be good enough for eyeliner. I do feel like this side's a little longer than this side. Maybe I can even it out. I'm always so afraid of like messing with it too much, because then it just turns into a giant disaster. Now we need some primer. I am going to be going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the pore minimizing one. This is just the one I'm trying to get through right now. I don't think it works remarkably well, but I don't think it sucks either. So just kind of working through it. So if you didn't catch my low buy video, I did start a low buy. I do have a few conditions. If you want to know what those are, you can check that video out. But because I started that low buy, I was trying to figure out what kind of videos I was gonna do, and I do have quite a few declutter videos coming up, like an empties video that I need to do. I do also want to start another Project Pan video, maybe like a summer edition. I do need to also film an update to my Project Pan. That should be coming up, I believe, in June. I'm trying to do it in like 3-month increments. I'm going to be using the CoverFX Power Play Foundation. I have mine in the shade N20. I love this. It is a little bit of work to get it blended onto the skin, but I think it stays all day. It has a really nice coverage for me and works with my oily skin. So I'm just gonna be using a beauty blender. I also have something very exciting coming up in the fourth week of May. So coming up real fast here, actually. I'm very excited about that video, so you will have to stay tuned. I don't want to really do any spoilers, but there's a video coming up that I'm very, very excited about. I actually need to start working on it pretty soon. Another video that I'm really excited to film is a 30-day minimalism challenge. If you aren't familiar with what that is, it is a 30-day minimalism challenge. So basically each day you get rid of things, and on day 1 you get rid of 1 thing, on day 2 you get rid of 2 things, and so on and so forth. I am in by no means a minimalist at all, but I do appreciate and can find a lot of value in some of the principles of minimalism. I also have a declutter. It should already be up on my channel by the time this video goes live, but I kind of talk about minimalism a little bit more in that video, and a book by Marie Kondo, who is an expert in all things decluttering and storing and living a life more consciously, conscious consumerism basically, but to the absolute extreme. Man, I have been having some trouble with my skin and I don't know what it is. Also today I wanted to use, I think this one. I wanted to try using the All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I have a Project Pan going on with with all of just my like super samples right now, so if you want to check that out, I will link that. But this is one of the things that I wanted to use. I've not tried this. I thought I had tried this before, but it was the other Urban Decay concealer that I had tried. I have not tried this particular concealer, so let's see. I think I'm the super fair one. I don't know. We're gonna open it up and find out. I'm gonna try and use this super light shade under my eyes and see how it works. Hopefully that's enough product. We will see. Just scoop it up on my beauty blender. Ooh, it might be a little light. It's a little light. That's my bad. Ooh, this is really hard to blend. Well, I mean, it covers well, but so let's see if I have enough for the other eye. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Maybe I had too much. In fear of not getting enough, I scooped up too much. Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? We'll do some down here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this concealer. It's just really hard to blend. Oh boy. Oof. I mean, I'll see how it wears throughout the day, but I'm just gonna peel up light warm and see what it looks like. Ooh, that's very orange. I don't think that would work for me at all. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to use any more of these. Let me blend this a little bit more, and then we will go in and powder using the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. Just going to dust that under my eye and around my face. I'm getting some creping. I don't like it. Oh, my under eyes look so dry. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I do not like this concealer at all. That sucks. Okay, powder is done. Now I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm gonna use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I am going to use a combination of these two bronzers and bronze the cheeks. Ooh, why is that looking so much darker on my camera than it is in real life? Oh, the weather is so nice out. I just want to go outside and like play or go swimming. Now that I have a full face of makeup on, why not just go swimming? I actually haven't used this yet. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. I think it would look really good with this eye look today. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Perfect. Love these blushes. They're so pretty. This actually wasn't in my Shop My Stash video, but the other blush that I pulled that was new wouldn't have looked good with this eye look. So I'm gonna, oh god, oops, I got a little too excited. Let's try and brush some of that away. Going for something a little more subtle than that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oops, got a little too heavy-handed there. All right, so next I am going to put my desk. It's a disaster right now. I'm going to go back into my eyeshadow palette and I'm going to grab this shade and this shade and put them underneath my eye to match what I have on top of my eye. Hey, guess what? My camera died. I used to have a backup battery, but it has vanished, so we only have one battery. While I was charging that, I did put the under eye eyeshadow on, and I also filled my brows in, so there's that. I did use quite a few brow products. I used a few brow products. I used the Anastasia Dip Brow, Anastasia Brow Wiz, and Anastasia Brow Wiz Gel, I believe. Clear brow gel. Not sponsored by Anastasia, obviously. I mean, they turned out okay. I'm not too mad at them. So I did do those couple of things. I did wait to add the last few products. I am going to put this ColourPop eyeliner in my bottom waterline. This is in the shade Dirty Talk. It's just a gold shade. I was just kind of feeling it. Eyes are watering. They don't like this. I don't put anything in my waterline very often, so when I do, I don't even think you can really tell that I have that on, but I can tell, and that's what matters. Also, while you were gone, while I was charging my battery, I did start editing my video. I switched some laundry, and I got a text from a friend. She texted me out of the blue and she asked if I used to listen to Panic at the Disco when I was younger, and I was like, yeah, of course. Some of their songs were some of my favorites, so it was kind of funny. I listened to a lot of, I mean, obviously, like most people, listened to a lot of bands when they were younger. Some of my favorites were Panic at the Disco, Cute Is What We Aim For. Gosh, what else? Where's my Spotify? A little bit of Yellow Card, My Chemical Romance, of course, All Time Low, definitely All Time Low, the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus a little bit. Boys Like Girls were another one of my favorites. Those were some of my favorites growing up, definitely during the kind of emo punk phase. Scene Kid, oh my god, do you remember all of those like hairstyles and stuff? Just like embarrassing. Did you listen to any of those bands when you were younger, or what were your favorite bands growing up? Oh, Also, by the way, I'm using this highlighter palette. This is the highlighter palette by Flower Beauty. I'm going into the champagne color, the lightest color in here, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner of both of my eyes, and then also in my brow bone. Normally I put highlight on my brow bone before I do my eyebrow, but not today. I'm also going to dot a little bit here, here, there, and then I'm going to put some here. Spoiler alert! I love this palette. I can't wait for when I get a little bit darker and can use these two shades a little bit more. Sometimes I mix the pinky shade with the champagne-ier shade, but not today. Not feeling it today. Very exciting. Okay, so now I just have mascara and lipstick. Man, I had all these ideas of things that I wanted to talk about, and they have since floated out of my head. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and talk about that Disneyland trip that I talked about earlier. I do want to know from you, have you been to Disneyland? For one, if so, how many times? Also, what's your favorite thing to do in the park? I could dedicate an entire video to Disneyland, my favorite things. Maybe I'll do a whole get ready with me on Disneyland. But right now, I want to know from you, what's your favorite part of Disneyland or Disney World? I've never been to Disney World, but I do want to go. I do definitely have, I mean, I can't really say I have a preference because I haven't been to Disney World, but I just, God, I just love Disneyland. If you go to Disneyland, if you've been to Disneyland, what hotel did you stay in? I would love to know. I have stayed in a few different hotels, lots of Best Westerns around there. My favorite, obviously, is the one literally right across the street from the entrance. Actually, no, that's not my favorite. My favorite is the actual Disneyland hotel. So there's 3 hotels on the premises. The Disneyland hotel is my favorite. Oh, it's just such a great experience. I will save all of that, though, if I do a get ready with me talking all about Disneyland. But where did you stay? What are your favorite rides in both parks? Because, you know, there's 2 parks, California Adventures and Disneyland. What are your favorite rides? What are your favorite snacks? All of that jazz. Who is your favorite character? I would love to know that. That would be one of my favorite things to know, actually. I never get enough character pictures, which is always disappointing. It just takes so long to like track them down, stand in line, get a picture, when I could be standing in line for a ride. Ooh, also, another question. What is your favorite time of year to go if you are a Disney fanatic and have been there more than once? There is summer, which just summer. There is the Halloween time when they have all the Halloween decorations up. And then there's Christmas time when they have all the Christmas decorations up. I think they all definitely have their benefits. I think Alex's might be Halloween. I think mine is Christmas. I just love the decorations. I think it's so beautiful. Okay, now that I've been putting mascara on for an hour, I'm like running low on my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, and it makes me so sad because it's so expensive. We are finished with that. All we have left is lipstick, and I don't know what I want to use. Thinking maybe Cami. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Cami. This is part of my Shop My Stash. This is one of the ColourPop Matte X formulas. All right. There we go. I always forget how much pinkier this lip product is. I always think it's more terracotta than it is. So I mean, it's not quite spot on with the eyeshadow, but oh well, maybe I'll change it later. Maybe I won't. But that is it for this get ready with me kind of chatty video. I really should learn to write out topics before I film these videos, but I hope you enjoyed regardless. I hope you kind of liked coming along with me, following along with me. If there's any products in my collection that you want to see a video on, let me know down below. Also, all of the answers to all of the questions I asked in this video, which there were a lot. I think that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video if you liked this video. And that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.